Deftones, Be Quiet and Drive, 7-string guitar method in the recorded key. Guitar tabs with the guitar lesson. I'm going to play through all the different parts right at the beginning. After that, I'll go back through and give the full explanation for everything. Do me a big favor, hit that subscribe button. It's the best way to let me know you like this video and want to see more Deftones stuff in this style. And now, let's give it a try. Okay, so to repeat, this is a 7-string interpretive method here for the recorded key, which is D flat, and just a standard 7-string guitar with the B, E, A, D, G, B, E, and it can be a bit of a stretch here, so hopefully you're limbered up, all stretched out here. The initial intro is, more or less the same as we would have with like a standard tuning or just a drop D version. It'd be like a 1 fret difference from like a drop D flat. But anyway, we want this A flat major 7 parts. And essentially we're just going to do 11 on the A string here, okay, the 5th string. And then we do a 12 on the G. All right, and it's just real simple 1, 2, 3, 4, blocking out all the other strings. All right, and then we just bump that same shape up to same strings and everything. So we go 16 and 17 and same strum there. Okay, so we get that D flat major 7 and just bouncing between those two chords. And this is, definitely has like a filter effect on the intro. And then this happens as well for the pre-chorus section. All right, now for the verse, chorus kind of main riff here. Like I said, a bit of a stretch, not too big of a deal. Basically, we want that low D flat on our 7th B string here, so that's 2nd fret. All right, we want that, and then we want a 3 on the D, so this D sharp note here, and so we got 3D. And if you can't quite get the stretch, then you can just hang out with those. You don't really get the higher little octave on it, but easy just to stick with that if the stretch is too much for you. But I also like to add the octave for that D on the 3. So that's 6 on the B string here. And another way you might be able to try this is to do something like this, where you do, just kind of switch your configuration, where you keep that 2 and the 3 on the D, and then just use the 1 on the high E. If you can, block all the other strings and make that work, that's another option. Kind of a trick there for me, so I don't really like to mess with that version. I'm fine with the stretch, so I just go with this. Okay, just only trying to get those strings. All the other strings are just kind of muted by our fingers, just touching them incidentally. That's all you want. And it's just kind of this shuffling strum, like a strum, hit the bass note, hit the higher notes, bass note, higher notes, and then bass note, higher notes, just kind of a back and forth. Something like that. And then after that, we just basically shift to a B flat power chord. And we can do that pretty simply here. at the 6 on the E string here, the 6th string, and then the 8 on the A and D. And with this, we're just kind of strum, a couple strums, and we do this little pull off from the 7 on the E back to the 6. All right, and then like a few more strums there. Repeat it. Something like that, just a little shuffle through with that pull off. All right, the first verse variant here of that riff, there's a little walk up on, you know, what we have with our 3 on the D there. Okay, we just kind of give it a strum with that low 2 on the B as well. Hammer the 3 to 4. Give it a couple strums, and then keep it going to the 6, so a bit of stretch here as well. And then just give that a couple strums with that 2. And then just right back to the 4 with the 2. All right, and we just cap it off with the same ending with the B flat. And the other variant of the main riff, we just have this real distinct bend of that 3 on the D back to the 2 bass note. All right, it's that same kind of shuffling back and forth, but we're just doing real staccato kind of clear notes separated from each other while we're bending on the 3 every time we hit it. All right, so it's like. Okay. All right, and then the same ending. And for the outro, just 2 slight variations of it here. We just dropped to our D flat power chord here. So 2 on the low B, 4 on the E and A. It's just bang, bang. And initially we do some harmonics by, you know, just lightly touching the 4th fret here and just doing bang, bang, bang. Okay. Repeat that 3 times. And then we cap it off by doing this scale up where we do a quick from our D flat power chord at the 2 and 4s. And then we quickly hit it, and then we slide the 4 and 6s, all right, at the E flat there up to 6 and 8s for the F, and then the 6 and 8s up to 7 and 9s, all right, for the F sharp. And the other outro variant, it's the same deal. It's just we switch those harmonics, and instead we just do palm muted chugs on that D flat power chord at the 2 and 4s. All right, and then the same power chord scale up.